Another one of my crazy eBay buys. We're in Des Moines, Iowa. Got the car, we're driving. 2007 Saleen Mustang Supercharged Extreme. We'll head back home to Utah. Woo! Welcome back. It is day 2. There she is. Still all in one piece. Just quite a bit of bugs on the front of her. And we're gonna grab some breakfast, head out, and we should be getting home here. And I think we got about a 4-hour drive now. Well, that was interesting. It didn't exactly fire right up. That's because it's cold. Well, just got it going, and I don't know if it's just it's a cold thing, but didn't want to start real nice, and you give it throttle, it kind of cuts out. So hopefully it's something that's just a cold start thing and not a I got a problem thing. Had an amazing breakfast at Denny's, and luckily the car seems to be running fine. I fired it up again and it's all running clean now, so. So my first car was actually an 81 Z28. I bought one when I was 15 and was driving it when I was 16 and got my license. Total pile of crap. But my next car after that was a 85 GT Mustang, one of the early Fox bodies. And that car ended up progressing kind of like all these other cars did. So this is like all of this progressing and turbos and crazy horsepower stuff is, like I've said in some of my other videos, has pretty much been my life with cars. So that car was no different. It was just, I guess, Genesis or the beginning. And that car ended up progressing from a little turbo to a bigger turbo to a bigger turbo to a full-blown race car. And I actually drag raced that car for about 12, 15 years. Most all of my combinations were all turbo. Single turbo setup, and this was in the early 90s before turbos were even a big thing with racing and drag racing and all that. Matter of fact, a lot of guys when I started doing it that were in the drag racing stuff just thought that I was nuts for doing what I was doing and that it would never work, and it was dumb. And this kind of brings us kind of full circle of why the Saleen, why the Supercharged, why this is kind of nostalgic for me to be able to do this car is in 2005 when Ford came out with this retro body style Mustang. Saleen also came out with their new version of this car. So we were in Southern California, and one of the dealers there in Van Nuys, Galpin Ford, was a dealer for Saleen, and that's where I had my deposit down on one of the new GT Mustangs. It was going to be a fire red GT Mustang, and I told my sales guy, I said, you know, if and when you guys get any of the Supercharged models, call me. I'd love to come down and see it. Really with not the full intention of actually buying one, but just, man, I wanted to see one of those in person. I'd only seen them in magazines. So one day I got a call from him got one coming in on a trailer. I think it's red. And I saw it, fell in love with it, and bought it that same day. And I love that car. That car was amazing. I think we had it about 2 years. So that car was the Supercharged. It was their 281 SC, made like 465 horse. Had it for a couple years, and then 2008 happened, and we had to get rid of it with the economy and just not making money, and I still had payments on it and stuff. So we had to let it go, and that was a super bummer time, because it was my intention to pretty much never get rid of it. Now full circle, thinking of another car that would be a cool car to add to the channel that's also maybe not one you see all the time is this Supercharged Saleen. So this is actually the little bit better model of what I had. So it's the extreme model, and it's got a built engine and better tranny and clutch and rear diff and some better suspension stuff, and it makes about another 100 horse than that one that I had. And have some big plans for this one. We're going to do kind of a unique setup where we twin charge it. So I'm going to take the turbos off of the Corvette, since I'm going to be upgrading that Corvette to bigger turbos, and we're going to do a rear mount turbo setup on this and run it as a twin charge setup. So the first 550 horse that this car makes will be off of the current setup with the supercharger, and then with the flip of a switch we can make somewhere, probably, we know with the Corvette it kind of maxes out about 800 in the wheel. I don't think that we're going to be able to probably do 800 in the wheel with this one, but I'm hoping for maybe 600, between 600 to 700 in the tires with this one. So should be a fun build. We're going to end up doing some paint, because this is just a wrap, and it's a white car underneath that has some fire damage and stuff on the paint. So we'll end up doing a cool paint job, some wheels and tires, and probably lowering it and making it kind of our own version. Headed down into the Salt Lake Valley. We can break down now and we can just coast there. Well, we're leaving the airport. We just dropped off Linda, and we are going to go pick up my girls, and then we're home. A little bit of a pull. It's fun. Love that supercharger noise. So girls, we're just picking you up from your cousins. What do you think of the new car?
I like it.
You like it? Is it cool?
Yes.
What do you think of the color?
I want it different.
So? You want it different?
Yeah, I want it different.
Cool.
Different color.
Well, that's in the works. Well, 1,200 miles later, we have the new car from Iowa. Holy smokes, I'm done, I'm toast, I'm tired, and I'm out.